It's 3 or 4 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon, and you're officially entered into the rat race, beginning at your local hospital. Your dad works at the local supermarket, and your mom stays home, so you're their only hope to make it out of this lifestyle. From the very first day you're brought home, your parents instill the importance of focusing on studies in school. You're their only kid, so they can't afford to mess up their investment by having you steer off the academic route. So, you're forced to do just that. You join all the academic clubs and spend your free time buried in homework, while other kids outside your windows ride bikes and play until the streetlights come on. At first, none of this feels strange. Gold stars on your worksheet become your first source of validation. Slowly, your life becomes structured around performance. Good grades mean your parents are laughing and smiling, and bad grades mean that you're eating dinner buried in your books. It feels like you've been hearing the same phrases over and over again. Do you really want to end up struggling forever? School is your only way out. Sacrifice now so you can relax later. And because you're young, you actually believe them. While other people spend weekends creating memories, you spend yours going over your weekly notes. And remember, every hobby needs to be productive. Every moment of free time starts feeling guilty, unless it somehow improves your future. Eventually, you stop asking what you actually enjoy. The only thing that matters is becoming useful. Eventually, after years of sacrificing sleep, relationships, and a piece of yourself, you finally make it. At least that's what everyone else tells you. You graduate with a degree that took thousands of hours and tens of thousands of dollars. You sit in a crowded room wearing a gown while your family watches proudly from the audience, believing this is the beginning of a better life. But a few weeks later, reality finally settles in. You wake up at 6:15 a.m. to a sound of an alarm you already hate. You leave the house when it's dark, and by the time you make it back home at 6 p.m., it's nighttime again. Just when you feel like putting it all behind you, your paycheck pulls you right back in. And then the bills start arriving. Rent, insurance, car payments, student loans, groceries. The money enters your account and leaves just as fast. So you keep working. Days quickly turn into weeks and weeks into months. Soon enough, several years have gone by since you've graduated college, and you have nothing to show for it. You begin measuring your life in small moments of escape: holidays, weekends, Friday nights, and paid vacation days. And slowly, everything starts to feel dull. The dreams you once had now have to be more realistic. The passions you cared about get pushed aside because they aren't stable. You tell yourself you'll focus on what you love later, once things calm down financially. But financially, things never calm down. Soon your coworkers become the people you spend most of your time with. You know more about their personal lives than your actual family. One day, while sitting in traffic after work, you suddenly realize something terrifying. You're only 26 years old, and you still have about 40 years of this before you can even think about doing what you actually dreamt of as a kid. But by now, leaving feels impossible. You have responsibilities, and people actually depend on you. And besides, everyone else seems trapped too, so you continue. Wake up, work, sleep, and repeat. And then a couple years down the road, the inevitable happens. You hit the midlife crisis. To experience a bit of happiness, you finally do something for yourself for once. You buy that car you always wanted as a kid and drive it off the lot smiling ear to ear, something you haven't done in years. But this happiness is short lived. You're in your new car you've always wanted as a kid, but now you've got nowhere to go. Nothing seems exciting anymore. The carefree nature you had as a child to wander and explore new things has faded. Now you're just an old man with an $80,000 car that sits tucked away in your garage 9 months out of the year. You had all these wishes and goals you wanted to achieve as a kid, but now you've got no one to do them with. Fast forward a few more years, and a cake is being passed around at your workplace. Congratulations on your retirement. You've done it. You've lived by the rules your whole life. Surely you'll get rewarded now. But you couldn't be more wrong. A week after your retirement, you see your old job posted online for $30,000 more than they were paying you. But hey, at least I could live my life now, you tell yourself. But one day when you're walking down the stairs to cook dinner, you miss a step and break your hip. You're not going anywhere anytime soon, your doctor tells you. And in that moment, you think to yourself, why didn't I just try to escape the rat race?